over everything that we've learned in Unit 5. Okay, so what we're going to do is just going to go over all the questions for this review so you can go home and you can look at the answers, figure things out, and move forward. So tomorrow you will be able to take this test like a rock star. So let's move forward. First question, runner is preparing for a marathon and it is cut into five equal sections. The marathon is 42 and 195 thousandths of a kilometer long. How long is each section of the marathon? So what is it that we need to do here? What kind of question is this? This is a division question. Okay, so if you look at the answers, don't forget, if this is a multiple choice question. So while you're working, you may actually find the answer before you even answer the question all the way through. So let's see if that happens in this case. So the question that we need to find out is 42 and 195 thousandths, right? What do we need to do first? No. Put that decimal up there. We got to make sure we put the decimal in the right spot. After we put the decimal in the right spot, can 5 go into 4?
No.
Can 5 go into 42?
Yes.
Yes. How many times?
8 times.
8 times. Okay. Now, if you look at this answer, look at the options that we have here. Can we eliminate some options already?
Yes.
These two are gone. Can we eliminate any more options?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Where's the decimal at? It's where's the decimal at D? That's it. We're done. This is how quickly you can answer these questions. Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay. Let's move on. Question number 2. All right. Which estimate is closest to the actual value of? Now, I need you to really take this. Look at this really carefully. Okay. Which estimate is the closest to the actual value? Now, they're trying to trick you. They're trying to trick you with this one. They're trying to figure out whether or not you really understand what estimating and closest is. All right, so let's look at this number here. Let's look at the first number. This first number, what number is this closest to? It's close to 4, but it's less than 4, right? It is less than 4, right?
Yeah.
So this is less than 4. I'm going to put a little arrow that says it's less than 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's times or multiplied to a number that is what? It's close to 3. Is it actually 3 less or more than 3? It's less than 3. So 4 times, something less than 4 times something. This is crazy. Something less than 3, right? So if we got something less than 4 times something less than 3, then the answer is going to be what? Something less than 12. Okay? What does this one? Is this one less than 12?
No.
No. Is this less than 12?
Yeah. No.
Ah, it's more than 12. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now remember, it's the estimate that is closest. Okay. Which one is closer to 12? C or D? C is closer to 12. Let's move on. This question right here. What kind of question is this? It's addition.
Yeah.
It's an addition question. So we're just going to add. We got, how many numbers do we have?
2.
Uh-oh, how many numbers do we have? 2 numbers? So what's the most important thing we need to do when we're adding decimals? Make sure the decimals are aligned. And I'm going to go ahead and put that decimal at the bottom. So we've got 0, 3, 5. And we've got 16. We got a 4 here. What do we got to do now? What we do before we add? Put some zeros there so we won't mess up. Make sure everything is nice and neat. All right, now we do the adding, right? 5, 3 plus 4 is 7. 16 plus 0 is that answer here somewhere?
Yes.
That's it right there. We're good?
Yeah.
Let's move forward. All right. Select all expressions that are greater than 5. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little work with this one. Okay, but we went through the first questions real quickly, right? So now we have time to work on some of the questions that we just need a little bit more time to. Okay, so we need to find answers that are greater than 5, right? So let's do the first one. What do we got to do? What's the first thing I got to do? Line up the decimals. So I'm going to go ahead and put that here. 88, 0, 0, 0, 9. What do we need to do? 0 right here. Okay. Now we got to do the math. 888, 888, 4. Is this more than 5? Wrong. Next one. Yes, you're going to have to take some time with some of these problems. Okay. 3, 7, 6, 1, 3. Put the zeros where they belong. All right. We got 6, 0. Whoops, got to put the decimal. 1, 1, 2, 4, 5. 5. Is this more than 5?
Yes.
Absolutely. This is going to work. All right. The next one I'm going to put here. Oh, is it addition or subtraction?
Subtraction.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to subtract this time. All right. Oops. Got to do that decimals. Okay. 0, 1, 2. Put the decimal down here. 0.04. Do we need to add more zeros?
Yeah.
Got to add some more zeros because there's 3 numbers here, 3 numbers there. All right, so we subtract what we do. What we get? 0 from 2, 2. Okay, 4 from 1. Can we do that? Well, we got to borrow. That brings that to a 9 because it's kind of like a 10. Makes that an 11, right? 11 take away 4? 7. Okay. Now we got a 9 up here, right? Or do we wait? We got a 9 here, but we had to take from that 5 also, right? You see what I did? When you borrow from 0, you got to take from here also. Okay. So we got 9 take away 0 is what? 9. Okay. 4 take away 0. 4. Is this bigger than 9?
No.
I mean 5. I'm sorry. No, not bigger than 5. This is not going to work. Let's go over here. This is another subtraction problem. Line up the decimals. 7, 7, and a 2. We got a 2 right here. We got a 7. We got a 1. All right. I'll go ahead and put that 0 right there. There we go. Are we good?
Yeah.
All right. 2 take away 0. 2. All right. 0 take away 1. Oh. Got it. From the 6 makes that a 10. 10 take away 1. 9. I keep forgetting to put that decimal right there. Please don't make the mistake of not putting a decimal because it'll mess you up. 6 take away 7. Can we do that? No. So we got it. Yes, we got to take it from that 6. That makes that a 16. 16 take away 7.
11.
9. Okay. Now what do we got to do here? 4. Is that bigger than 5?
No.
Nope, not bigger than 5. That's not going to work. Now, here's the thing. All the expressions that are greater than 5. What does that mean? It says select all. What does that always mean?
There's more than one.
There'll be more than one answer. We got one answer. That means that most likely E is going to be our answer. All right. Now let's just see whether or not they follow that rule. Okay. So we're going to subtract again, and this is just to check. All the other questions we done real quickly, so we'll have time to do this. So do the decimals. 6, 5, 1, 4, and a 9. Put that 0 right here. All right. 0 from 9. 9 from 0? Can we do that? So we'll add what? What did I do? So that makes that a 10. It's 1, right? 4 take away 4? 0. All right, 6 take away 1? 5. Well, what do you know? Is that more than 5?
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, good. Let's move to the next question. All right, select the expressions that have the same value as. Okay, now this is, don't let them trick you. We did this yesterday. Okay, kind of did this yesterday. This is, you don't have to answer this question. You don't have to actually do the math. Okay, it's all about where they place the decimals, remember? Right? It's all about where they place the decimals. So we're playing a decimal game right now. All right? So we're trying to figure out whether or not this is going to be equal to any one of these other ones. All right? So let's talk about where the decimals are located. Where do the decimals start at? Okay. The decimals start here behind the 4 here and behind the 3 here, right? Any whole number, the decimal's at the end, right? So let's go through these problems and put the decimals where they started. Does everybody understand that? I'm going to put the decimals where they started. The decimal started after the 4 here and after the 3 here. So I'm going to put the decimal right here after the 4, after the 3, after the 4, after the... That's gone. We don't have to worry about that one, right? Because it's not going to be the same answer. So now we're going to do after the 4, after the 3, okay? After the 4, after the 3, all right? After the 4, after the 3. Oh, look here, there's no decimals here. So where do they automatically supposed to go if there's no decimals? Where the decimals are if you don't see them already? They automatically go at the end. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're just looking at where the decimals are, okay? And we're just matching them. If the decimals move the same way from red to black or black to red, we're good. If they don't move the same number of times, then they don't match. Okay, so let's look at this one. From here to here, the decimal moves how many times from red to black? 1, 2, 3. Okay, how many times does decimal move from red to black? 1, 2, 3. This one works. You see that? Okay, this one don't work. We don't have to worry about it because it's not even a 3 there. How about this one? From red to black, how do you go? 1 time. And they're moving in the same direction too. Please make sure you know that they're moving in the same direction. How about this one? 1 time. So this one's going to work. You see? You see how this is working out now? Okay? See, we haven't done any math. We haven't done any calculations. We just placing decimals. That's what they want you to do. They just want you to mess with the decimals. Okay? So here's the next one. How did this one move?
2.
1, 2. How did this one move?
1.
Uh-oh. 1. It's not going to work. Good?
Yeah.
All right. So this next one here. How did this one move?
1.
1. How did this one move? 1, 2. That's not going to work either. You see how we answered that?
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. All right. Which is the closest quotient? Okay. They're asking for the closest. Does that mean that we have to actually find the answer? Something close. We just got to find something close. Now here, we got to find the answer. We're going to do that in a couple of seconds. But right now, this first part is going to be a whole lot easier. But let's just set it up. We got to set it up to see whether or not what's closer. So how do we set this up? How do we set this up? What goes on the inside? What goes on the outside of the house?
The outside goes on the outside.
Goes on the inside. Okay. We don't like decimals on the outside, do we?
No.
We don't like the decimals on the outside. So what do we do?
Just take them off.
No, we don't just take them out. We did this yesterday. What do? We don't like. What kind of numbers do we like here? Whole numbers. How do I make this into a whole number? Move the decimal. I'm going to move this decimal how many times? 2 times. But what happens here? I got to move this decimal 2 times also. So this becomes this number, and that becomes the whole number. I'll let it sink in. After you do that, now we have a brand new problem. What's our new problem? That's still going to be the same answer. 5. What's the number is going to be under here?
5270.
Because the decimal is now at the end.
Oh,
Right? Okay, so where does our decimal go when we're dividing? Where's the decimal going to go here? Since the decimal's at the end, where's it going to go? It's going to go up here. Right? Since the decimal's at the end, from up here, the decimal's going to be up here. Now, can we do our dividing? Can we start dividing?
Yes.
Okay, so can 5 go into 5?
Yes.
How many times?
One time.
One time. Okay? But wait, stop. Look at our answers. Look at our choices. Look at our choices. How can I fill this? How can I fill this in to get close to one of these answers?
Wait.
So fill it in with what?
Zero.
Zeros. Okay, let's say I'm going to put a 0 over the 2, over the 7, over the 0, and a 0, and a 0. Is this one of the answers that they give us? This is how quick you can do these answers. These problems are going to be the same problems you're going to see tomorrow. So what is that?
100,000.
A or B or C or D?
B.
B. Boom. That's it. Are we good?
Yes.
Sure. All right. So find 854 divided by 14. Now you can do partial quotients, or you can just do straight up long division. How many 14s will fit into an 85? Because 14 can't fit into an 80. 6 times? Okay, 6. What's 6 times 14? 6 times 4 is 24. Carry your 2. 6 times 1, 6, 7, 8, 84. Oh, real close. 1, and look at that. Look at that. Bring down the 4. We got a nice little answer. How many times 14 go into 4? How many times 14 go into 14? I'm sorry. 1 time. Boom. We're done. You see that? Okay. Next question. All right, 4 runners are training for long races. Noah ran, 8.456, 4.12, 6.3, and 8. What kind of question is this?
Adding.
It's an addition problem. So what's the most important thing when you're adding? Line up the decimals. We got 4 numbers. Line the decimals up. I'm just going to put the numbers where they're supposed to go. 4, 1, 2, 6, 3, and 8. What do we do now?
Add the zero.
To help us out?
Yeah.
Just to make sure we don't make any mistakes. Okay. 6. 5 plus 2? 7. 4 plus 1 is 5. 6, 7, 8, right?
Yeah.
All right. And we got 8. Well, 6 plus 4 is 10. 8 plus 8 is 16, right? 16 plus 10? 26. Boom. There we go. Yes, yes. See how quick that was? Next question. All right. Find the product and the difference. Oh, we got two of them, which should not be too hard. All right. So how do we answer this? How do we answer this question? For this question, what multiplication problem is that really?
83 times 24.
This is really 83 times 24, right? Okay, we'll deal with the decimals later, but right now it's just 83 times 24. Okay, 4 times 3 is 12, carry 1. 4 times 8 is 32, 33. Since we're dealing with 20 instead of 2, we've got to put a 0 there. Now we can do our dual multiplication. 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 8 is 16, right? And we add, yes or no? Okay, 2 plus 0 is 2, 3 plus 6 is 9, 3 plus 6 is 9, and 1 all by itself is 1. Now, how do we figure out where the decimals go? How many digits are behind the decimal here? 1, 2, 3. How many digits are behind the decimal here? 1, 2. What is 2 plus 3? 5. That means I'm going to take this number at the end. I'm going to move this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means I got to put a 0 there, and that is my answer. Got it? Next part of the question. Okay, here, find a difference. What's important here? Zeros. Let's put these zeros where they need to go. That decimal stays there. All right, this is just straight up, second, third grade subtraction here. Okay, just got to borrow. So how do we do this? What do we do? We got to borrow from this. Okay, now that turns that into a 10, right? And 10 take away 4 is 6. All right, so this would have turned into a 10, but we had to take away from it, right? So that would have been a what now? That's a 9. Okay, this had to be a 10, but we had to take away from it too. So what number is that now? It's a 9. Okay, this used to be a 10, but we had to take away from it. And now it's a what? 9. It's a 9. This right here, we had to borrow from this. What is this now? It's a 0. It's not there anymore. So 9 take away 0. 9. 9 take away 9. 0. 9 take away 5. 4. That's it. That's how we do it. Next question. All right. Now, I'm just going to go through this real quick. Okay? We're almost running out of time. I want to go through this one real quick. The problem is 5, let's see, 3, 8, 6, 7. Okay. Can 5 go into 3? Can 5 go into 38? How many times? 7 times, right? Okay, 35. 38 take away 35 is what? 3. All right, bring down to 6. What number can I bring? How many times? 7 again. 7 times 5 is 35. Okay, we subtract. We got a 1 right here. Okay, bring down to 7. 17. What number times? 15. So what number? It's a 3. 3 times 5 is 15. Now we subtract. After we subtract, we're going to get a 2 here. Okay, now there's 2 ways to answer this. We can stop and do the fraction version of it, and we can stop and then do the decimal version of it. They're asking for both. They're asking for both. So whenever you have a remainder, ladies and gentlemen, and they want a fraction at the end, you bring that remainder up here. What are we dividing this by? You put the 5 under. Boom. Is that one of the answers we got here? Yes, it is one of the answers. Letter C. Now, the other route, ladies and gentlemen, what's the other route? What route did I teach you? Add a decimal that gives us permission to do what? Add a 0. If I were to bring that 0 down, ladies and gentlemen, look at this number. We can end it up right now. How many times 20 and 5? 4. 4 times 5 is 20. Boom. We got our answer. Is there an answer up here? All right. Last one. Last one. This is something that you're going to have to do on your own. This right here. 8 cupcakes for $17. How do we find out how much each cupcake is? Do what? Divide. Are you looking? Are you seeing? I'm sorry. Are you seeing what I'm trying to show you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Backwards. Back. Let's go back. Okay. 24, 66, 40, 75. This is what you're going to have to do on your own. Okay? You divide these, you will get the amounts that you need. Does everybody understand that? We're good? All right.